Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello my lovely alerts and welcome back to the Narc Alert. Well, it's Friday, we gotta get down on Friday, and I gotta tell you, it's bright and sunny here, which makes you feel kinda good. We're also getting pretty close to Christmas. I know that excites a lot of you, and for the rest of us, it's a little break from the routine and we get a few days to relax. Things can always get better. Maybe not for our girl AMBERLYNN Reid. Today is part 3 of our year-end retrospective, where we break it down seasonally, and today we're looking at summer into fall. And as you know, it was the breakup. Let's dive in.
Welcome to a new video. So, normally, you know, I'd be coming at you with like, hey, day 10 and no takeout. But I can't say that today. No, I can't. I underate yesterday, hardcore, and my body and my mind felt it. I ended up ordering takeout. I did. I ordered McDonald's. I did. I had takeout, but I didn't get a soda. So I'm still on day 10, no soda. So this was my trash.
It was the end of June and early July when AMBERLYNN had decided to withdraw from the weight loss surgery process. Here, she decides to justify her choice and tell us exactly why she left the program.
Weight Loss Clinic knows about my YouTube channel. They have seen my videos. Me talking about my weight loss journey and everything around it from the very beginning, everything has been completely true. The fact that I wanted weight loss surgery for 6 months when there wasn't even a moment where I didn't want it is actually a big victory. I have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get weight loss surgery because it's truly what I wanted. And the minute I realized I'm not ready, this isn't something I want right now, I knew this is like, I'm not ready to go under anesthesia and have a large chunk of my stomach taken out. And the minute I knew that, I kind of got scared. I'm not gonna lie. But when I realized I wasn't ready, I knew I needed to vocalize that to my weight loss team. So many people still believe that either A, I was denied, which I wasn't, or B, that the weight loss surgery storyline was falsified, that it wasn't even real. And that's not true. I did everything that they told me to do, and that was one of the things. And the fact that I was having so many doubts and I was so disconnected and I just did not want it anymore, I know that I'm not ready. I had to say something.
AMBERLYNN Reid might go down in history as the person who has asked and answered herself more questions publicly than possibly any other human in the history of the planet.
I went onto Instagram and I had you guys ask me questions, and I'm doing it a little different this time. Y'all's questions are in this box. So my friend actually came up with this idea. They were over here hanging out. They're kind of new to like the YouTube world. I've tried to explain it to them. And then 2 and 2 came together and he was like, let me choose the questions. And as he was going through, he was like, I don't understand most of this. What are they talking about? Because there's a lot of like inside things between me and YouTube, and they were just confused. But he chose questions. What is one thing you'll never do again? Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again. You think is appropriate to be in a talking stage before dating? That depends. Like, everyone is completely different. It depends on how connected you guys feel, etc, etc. I feel like you can talk to someone for 2 days and be ready to go on a date with them. Why did you agree to talk to Destiny at all, knowing it wouldn't be good for you? Oh boy. I didn't think my friend was gonna choose any Destiny questions, but he did. I think I wanted like my own closure I wanted my own closure. When people say, oh, those are AMBERLYNN's true colors, no, that's not what you saw. You saw a side of me that is very angry, very betrayed. That's all it was. And I've had a lot of people actually message me on Instagram saying, you handled that better than I would. I don't know what people are talking about. Like, of course you were a little bit of a bitch to her. Like, look what she did to you. It's just a little tiny side of me. As humans, we are complex. There's several sides to us. I mean, I probably have over 300 sides to me, and you happen to just see a side that doesn't come out often.
This Q&A seemed interesting. Amber mentions a mysterious friend more than once, and when she's asked about where she sees herself in a year, her typical answer is married or in the happiest relationship ever. And relationship isn't even on her radar. This could be interesting given her next video.
Where do you see yourself a year from now? I just hope that I'm happy and healthier than I am now, at a lower weight, and I am thriving in whatever goal I have for myself, and I am being successful in that.
July truly was AMBERLYNN Reid's saddest month of the year. Of course, there was the breakup, and of course, they didn't immediately separate and continued to live together. But unlike past relationships, it seemed that Faleen had truly and completely fled.
Faleen and I have broken up. It was mutual. Like, I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday. Like, I did have makeup. Like, I have cried it all off completely. I can't stop crying. I feel like I'm mourning like a death. Like, knowing that one day, like, I'm just gonna wake up and she's not there. It's a different type of pain, because like I envisioned my whole future with her, and I know she did the same, and this was mutual. Love just isn't enough sometimes, and I know what I'm worth, and I know it might not be like a lot to some people, but I know like what I deserve, and I know what I want, and I just need to be single. This happened literally before fireworks last night. I don't know what to say. Like, I know there's probably going to be a lot of people questioning and saying you seemed so happy, and yeah, like the relationship I had with Faleen was literally the most passionate relationship I've ever been in, and she's my best friend, and it's like she wants to help me with this move. I will be moving. She will be moving. We have a timeline of when that's gonna be happening. Like, not everything is perfect behind the scenes. Honestly, it doesn't even matter why we broke up. It's personal. But we can't be in a relationship. Even just calling her Faleen is so hard, because Bambi and Faleen, like, it's not a thing anymore. Even though sometimes I act like I hate myself, like I act like it. There's a part of me that cares. And I care about Faleen as well. It's like, she deserves the fucking world. And it's like I could only give her a part of it. I could only give her a part of it when I want to give her the whole thing. Am I breaking up? You know what? I kind of am. I need a shoulder to cry on, but I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody here. Kentucky's not for me. It never has been for me. I came here for somebody, stayed here for somebody, and then was stuck here with somebody. All three different people, and now I get to be free. Hey guys, so I was trying to find a time when I wasn't crying, because that's literally all I've been doing. That's all Faleen has been doing. I finally took my first shower since the breakup. Today's the 6th. We broke up on the 4th, and I'm a daily shower type of girl. I don't think I've skipped a shower in, I don't know, it's been a hot minute. So I first want to just say, like that saying says, like, love isn't enough sometimes. Love isn't enough. And that is like the most mature way of looking at some things. I've never understood it before, that two people could be so in love with each other but still not be right for each other. I want her to be fully happy, and I want me to be fully happy. Like, Faleen has worked so hard. I want her to be able to live, and to live her life, and to explore the world, and I cannot give her that right now. I can't. And it's so hard. Like, I'm not perfect by no means. Like, Faleen wasn't fully happy either. I have a lot of freaking shit that I have to work on. Like, look at me. There's a lot that I have to do. There is a lot I have to do. And I have taken a few steps already, because I am going to be moving, and it's not going to be like right off the bat. It's not the right time for either of us right now. And I know that, and I think that's the part that hurts the most, is that we could stay together, but it was hurting being with her.
For the entire length of the relationship, Faleen had stayed completely off camera, occasionally making comments and showing us body parts, but we never saw her face. In this truly strange video, Amber records an audio file of her having a heartbreaking conversation with her ex.
Alright, you guys, so Faleen is here, and this is hard for the both of us, but I asked her if she wanted to, you know, say her side or anything, because there are a lot of you who do like her.
There's no sides. Like, I don't feel like there's any sides to this breakup.
No, there's no sides, but I definitely want you to be able to use your voice. Will you remain in each other's lives as friends?
I mean, we better.
We absolutely better.
100%. I mean, that's still my best friend. Like,
Oh.
don't cry.
You want to be honest? I literally thought that you were gonna be the one to cry during this.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel very detached
So it's been working.
in this moment of time.
Always quick to show us traits of NPD, AMBERLYNN has to jump in and say, "Oh, it's been working," as if the way she has been managing the breakup is making it easier for Faleen, because, as we know, AMBERLYNN gives and gives, and is always such a martyr.
You know, I have my moments where
Yeah.
I'm crying. Like you said, I have my moments where I'm numb. But, yeah, this moment, it just feels, I guess, surreal.
Yeah. And what I mean by it's working is like, because I'm the one who kind of made the rules. Next question. Will you keep the tattoos you got that have to do with Amber?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a reason not to.
In your words, why did the breakup happen?
In my words, I feel like this is probably the most adult relationship I've ever had. There was a lot of growth on both ends. And as you grow, sometimes you just realize you need different things than what you may have originally thought you needed. I've been allowing myself to sit in those sad moments. Not stay there, but just sit for a moment. I mean, it's like we're grieving the same thing. It's like I still feel like, you know, even though this is our breakup, I still feel like you're on my side.
Of course.
You know?
Anyways, thank you, Faleen, for using your voice to just share your side. We've had a few days to reflect, and I definitely feel a lot more level-headed and clear-headed versus how I felt a couple days ago. We will see you later, and thank you, Faleen, for just being great.
Don't play with me. You know you're the great one.
No, stop. See? Everything's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Best friends for life.
You're stuck with me.
Okay, so I had my therapy. It was a crying session, for sure. A lot of crying, but I really love my therapist, and they just made me see that, like, mine and Faleen's breakup was healthy, mutual, mature, and it's what we both needed. And I have to continue reminding myself of that, because if I don't, then it's like, I just think of the amazing times with her, and when I do that, I'm like, am I making a mistake? Like, are we making a mistake? So I have to continuously remind myself why I'm doing this, you know, like go back and look at journal entries and keep journaling, Amberlynn, please keep doing it. Like, I love Faleen with every part of me, every single part of me. Yeah, I need to go. Because I'm just really hurting right now. You hear how crunchy?
I hear that. It sounds like you're right in my ear.
So sorry, today's vlog has been kind of like a flop. I've just been feeling really down today, and I just hate this so much. I definitely think I overcooked them. They're good, but I did overcook them, sadly. But hey, you guys. So I feel like you guys have been just seeing me sit here because that's reality. That's reality. Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm a freaking mess, and that's putting it extremely lightly. I'm just a mess. I realized a few days ago that this isn't mutual anymore. Not at all. I would give anything to be with Faleen again. Anything. Like, I would have our worst day over every single day for the rest of my life if that meant I got to spend it with her. On my end, I made a mistake. I made a mistake breaking up with her. And I'm not sure she feels the same. And I just feel so lost. So I ordered some food. I ordered Shake Shack. I got some fries with some cheese on top. The cheese is kind of skimping, it looks like. And then I got a well-done burger. So not me out here just staring at myself in the mirror, just hating myself. Like, oh my god, I am going through such like self-hatred. For me, it's like being with Faleen, you know, there was a lot of affection, romance, love, compliments, and she drastically made me feel better about myself. Like, she made me feel normal. Y'all know what sounds good? I'll show you. We got 2 of each. They're the Cool Pops. That's how I open these, folks. I think I broke my tooth. I think I broke my tooth. I was not expecting it to be so frozen. Oh. About July 4th, like what led to the breakup, like why did it happen? It was something that we've been talking about for I'd say about a month. Like, Faleen and I are in love with each other. That's very apparent. I mean, she told you guys that herself, and people are also asking like why she hasn't been in the videos. I don't want to speak for her, but what she told me is she just feels kind of awkward. Just ever since she was in the video, kind of like explaining her side, I don't know. I think that the way that people reacted about that made her feel bad, I guess, and that kind of breaks my heart, really. She doesn't have to be on here, and I completely get it. But something I'm feeling like a sense of guilt, which I feel like is sabotaging me, like I'm doing like a self-sabotage. It's like when I was with Faleen, the whole time she was so supportive and she wanted me to lose weight. And it wasn't because of physicality, because she finds me beautiful, and for that I'm forever grateful, because she actually made me feel that way a lot. And it was just because of health and because of stamina, and you know, she wanted to have a whole life with me, and obviously at this size she was only able to have like a partial part of that instead of like what she fully wanted, you know? Like, we couldn't hop on a plane and go to Bora Bora because of me. She always urged me to exercise and to eat healthy and do right, and it's like, if I do that now, I'm gonna feel so guilty, because it's like, why didn't I do that when I was with her? So it's like I have this like guilt feeling, and I know I need to talk about it in therapy. Why do I feel so bad that like if I succeed now when we're not together? Like, it's such a weird like thing in my brain, like, that I just can't understand, and it just makes me feel guilty. Like, I don't know, I hate it so much. Anyways, hung out with on 4th of July. I actually met them probably like a year and a half ago. I was at a bar. Yes, I was. That's weird to hear AMBERLYNN read at a bar. I get it. I actually went a couple times before I stopped drinking, and I haven't had a drink since April of 2022. All right, so first drink. Cheers. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I met this girl there, and then I later on met like her cousin, and then that like ventured off, and I was able to like form friendships with people that are outside of a relationship, because I feel like I've always just like had friends because of my relationship. This whole like breakup era has had so many of you guys reach out to me saying that like this whole thing has made you stop watching reaction channels, and I just want to say thank you. Not for not watching them, but for acknowledging the poison that reaction channels put inside of the community, and it's not cute. Lacks sympathy, lacks empathy, and you guys actually say it better than I do, word it better than I do. I don't care. Like I feel like there comes a time where it's like, okay, are you a reaction channel truly reacting, or are you just like biasly nitpicking and just trying to keep the money flowing by not being empathetic towards my situation, etc., etc. Like, so many of you have reached out to me and said like, whoa, I'm finally seeing like their true colors.
August came in like a lamb, with AMBERLYNN just really repeating more content. Q&As, weight loss content, and lots and lots and lots of sit-down videos.
But today's actually August 1st. Like, I love a new month. It's very bittersweet right now for me, because normally a new month I'm like, yay, like I love that, new goals, fresh start, blah blah blah. But I see it as, oh, this is one of the last months that Faleen and I will be living together. Like, I hate that. Like, in the past with my breakups, like obviously I am in pain and I am hurting because I'm losing someone that I love, that I care about, that I've been with. So all my heartbreak has hurt, obviously, because it's considered heartbreak, because I love people and I love people hard. That is just what I do. But Faleen is the most passionate relationship I've ever been in. So I feel like that passionate relationship, like when it hits an end, that shit hurts. Like, I feel bad for a lot of the people who are watching, because this is breakup era and it's gonna be like that for months.
One day later.
I have officially reached a point where I'm heartbroken, sure, but I'm heartbroken for like what could have been, and that's sad, obviously. But I also know that like I can't just stay sad, I can't just stay heartbroken. I have finally like reached a point where if Faleen was even to ask for me back, I would say no. And what that means to me is just like I am absolutely under construction, and I am like at a spot in my life where I don't really like myself. I mean, I like who I am as a person, but there's a lot of things that obviously I want to change. And I just feel like through like a self-love era and like a self-love journey, I really want to teach myself like just kindness and patience. Okay guys, so it's popsicle stick time. Let's do 3 questions like we have been doing. Number 16, have you tried to get back with Faleen since the breakup? So actually no, I have not tried to get back with her. There was a phase, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, you guys saw that, where I was like saying how I would repeat our worst days over and over again to be back with her, and even during that desperation period, I never did. One thing about me is I am not going to beg someone to be with me. I knew that this was still the right choice. All right, next one. So speaking of weight, tomorrow is my first official weigh-in. I'm nervous, even though I've been doing amazing, and I might even speak about what I've been doing to lose my weight. I'm just afraid of opinions and all that, because sometimes it does get to me, but I know that what I'm doing is making me feel really, really good. And it's obviously working. So that's all that matters. I really want to film this video because it is my Monday weigh-in, my official first Monday weigh-in to see how much I lost the first week of getting back on track. Let's like totally get into it. So here is my weigh-in from August 14th, which was last Monday.
543.0 pounds.
When I weighed that, I was so shocked. It definitely made me like, yeah, today's the day. So everything that I told myself I was gonna do, I have done. And that's crazy for AMBERLYNN. So 1 week later, here is my weigh-in.
528.4 pounds.
So that means in total, in 1 week, I'm down 14.6 pounds. Y'all, there's been like an actual plot twist in my life. Like, I've given a lot of updates, and a lot of people have like asked like, you know, are you and Faleen gonna get back together? Like, have you guys like hooked up or anything? And honestly, I have like tried my very hardest to not do that, not kiss her, not hug her, not anything. And I don't know like what happened last night, but we did hook up. It has definitely been a crazy little plot twist. I was not expecting it, and it kind of just happened. And I was expecting to wake up with like weird regret. I woke up with no regret. I woke up with no weird feelings like at all. I don't know why it happened or how it happened, but it just happened. It literally just happened. We're not getting back together. I know a lot of people think that, assume that. They say that we flirt on camera. I think that we just have that like connection. I don't know what to say, but we just know that we cannot be together. We can't. Like, even just through this like moving journey, it's just been so stressful, and like we just, I don't know. There's been a little bit of bumping heads for sure.
It seemed the summer of heartbreak was coming to an end. Although AMBERLYNN was definitely living in delusion, Amber and Faleen were still living in the same apartment. Things had kind of returned to normal, with new boundaries as they weren't romantic partners. Amber had a touching reunion with her long-estranged father and fell in love with a new person.
So I did weigh myself, so I'm gonna put that right here. Okay, today is Monday, September 4th, my weekly weigh-in.
Hello, it's ready. 511.4 pounds.
511.4. So we're starting to lose a little slowly, but I'm okay with it as long as I'm losing. Freaking crazy. Well, for me it is. I just talked to my dad on video chat, and I hadn't actually talked to him on the phone in probably 7 years. I haven't heard his voice in 7 years, but I haven't like physically seen him. Like, we never did video chats, nothing, since I was 18 years old, and I'm now 32. And that was the craziest, most surrealist thing that I've done in so long. And it's just like, for all these years, I remembered my dad like a certain way. And to like see him and like hear his voice and it be completely different than like what I remember, and it is just, it's wild. It's so surreal. Rarity has been with me for the whole call, and it was just, it was really hard. I don't want to go into like too much detail, but he's not doing very good, and I just love him so much, and yeah, it was just crazy. Okay, so I got some food. I got seafood boil, which is one of my favorite meals. It absolutely, without a doubt, makes my nose itch. I get shrimp and crab. It also comes with broccoli, and it is so good in there. There's some corn on the cob. This part's, oh my god, it's all so freaking delish. And then there's the rice. So update, I ate the crab and my nose didn't itch as bad. Understand. 7th, I'm a little nervous for this weigh-in because I am a little swollen. I've been doing a lot of walking, a lot of packing. That's just how it goes.
Hello, it's ready.
But I'm still eating how I have been, so let's see if I've made any progress.
510.6 pounds.
510.6, that means I'm still making progress. So I'm gonna show you guys the meal I got from the Cheesecake Factory. So this is supposed to be a kid portion of just buttered pasta. That is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I got is this veggie burger. Let's try it together. Oh, that slaps. Super messy though. I'm not doing the greatest today at all in any sort of fashion. If you guys watched my live stream, but I was talking to someone and things were pretty serious, I'm not gonna lie. But it's no longer a thing anymore, and I just wanted to let people know that because it's important that I do. And it's just been kind of hard, like just a weird adjustment period that I'm in, and I don't really understand it myself. I don't know, like the person I was talking to, it just seemed really like real and authentic and just like amazing, and they wanted me to talk about them on my live stream, and we decided to like kind of end things today. And there's a lot of like backstory behind it, and not everything is black and white. There's a huge gray area, but I just figured I would let you guys know because like that's a big thing that I just like announced, that I was talking to someone else and talking to someone, whatever. And so yeah, it's not a thing anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't drank since April 2022. Cheers. But I did drink last night. Yeah, I had 7 White Claws, which for me gets me a little drunk, I'm not gonna lie. I have very low alcohol intolerance. It's a situation, I've always been like that. I don't know, I kind of just wanted to let loose a little bit in my home. Nothing wrong with that. Y'all are coming through on my Instagram, sending me screenshots of Trisha Paytas saying that she wants me on her podcast. What? If you guys know me, I have always been kind of obsessed with Trisha Paytas. And then when the frenemies happened, very obsessed. But then there was a few things that made me not like her so much. But then as you guys have heard, like I've been saying, I get her. I get it. Mental illness. And she has changed a lot. And I don't know, just like in a recent live stream, I was like, I would love to be on her podcast. And then she literally said that she would love to have me. I don't know why, but that just makes me so happy. Like, I have been asked so many times, hundreds, to do interviews with people, whether it be for like magazines or podcasts or videos or whatever it may be. Especially, I would say in like the last 6 years. And I've always said no. Trisha Paytas might be the very person that I would actually say yes to. I actually have not weighed myself. Oh God. I know for sure it's been at least like 10 days, maybe more. So a lot of people were asking, where's the hickey from, which is kind of going away. They're from Faleen, which brings me to the next question. People are asking, are we still hooking up? Yes we are. And a lot of people are also confused of like, who are you in love with? Like, what's happening? Are you in love with the person you talked about on your last live stream? And yes, that is who it is. The last question is, how did Faleen find out that you were in love with someone else? Well, she figured it out herself. She said that she could tell, and I'm not gonna lie to her. So I was honest and I said, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me at this look at the late summer and fall of AMBERLYNN Reads 2023 retrospective. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click like if you liked the video, grab a subscription and a membership. Real can't wait to meow at you in the Discord. And until we meet again, please be kind and hasta luego.